All right, beginning of day 178. Got up nice and late. It's like 6:30 right now. So yeah, at least for me, that's late. But yeah, it got cool last night, so I was able to sleep the whole time. It was great, actually. Yeah. So I'm nice and refreshed. About to go to the campground, which is not that far away. Refilling water. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Use the facilities there. Yeah, and I just made it so I didn't have to ration all night. Drank as much as I wanted to. Yeah. So I was I think I made a restart on the physical abilities, because the last few days really just wasn't able to. So I'm ready for the climb, and hopefully I can get up in elevation at least 1,000, 1,500 feet and start getting the cooler climbs, because I know maybe there's about 1,000 feet below me. Supposed to get to 98 degrees, the max, so about 1,500, 2,000 feet above that should be around 92, which would be nice and balmy for me. So yeah, gonna keep on moving, and yeah, that's about it. All right, later. All right, you can kind of see why they call this place the Needles. All these all the rock formations. Pretty cool. Yeah. Not bad at all. And I'm about to walk right through them. It's gonna be pretty sweet. All right, later. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad view at all. Going over, I think it's called Elephant Hill right now. I'm going back down across it, but definitely into the backcountry. This is supposed to be a road, but it's really just a trail. So if you were really ambitious, you can try an ATV on this thing, but that's be pretty tough. Yeah, as I go into the desert again, but through a lot of these cool rock formations, so I'm liking it. All right, later. All right, so I found a nice spot to stop. The Devil's Campground, well, Devil's Kitchen campground. So yeah, the trail's right over there. A nice hidden spot away from the sun. About 6 miles into the day, and do a couple more, then I'll get another break in. So yeah, this was too good of a spot to pass up. So it's a little bit early. Plenty of water left, and I have about 10 miles to the next cache, so I'll have plenty. And so yeah, gotta keep on moving. But this is a nice spot. Devil's Kitchen campground. If it was the right time of day, I probably would have stopped here to set up camp. This seems nice and cool, and yeah, the sun doesn't hit here barely ever, I guess, only for a couple hours a day at a time. So yeah, and so now that I can continue trying to speak, I'll do that later though. All right, later. It's pretty cool. It's amazing how the physics on that can work. Yeah, so I'm about 10 miles into my day, and anticipating another 14, but it's only 6 or so to the cache, and it's starting to heat up, and those clouds are in the wrong spot. but I have been able to stay hydrated. So it's not that bad. It's just getting hot because it's around, well, it's 12 o'clock right now. So yeah. I think the climbing has started in earnest. Yeah. So today's gonna be tough and hot. And I don't think the elevation change is gonna help me too much today. So I continue to walk in the desert. Right there. Alright, I was just thinking to myself, wouldn't it be great if a crowd came along? Well, got my answer. It should hit me in like 10-15 minutes, hopefully. And the rain afterwards. But I can do with some rain right now. Yep. Can't wait for that cloud to come. All right, later. All right, so last couple of hours I've had cloud cover, which has been nice. Yeah. So it's really cooled things down a little bit. Maybe into the low 90s, high 80s, which is nice for now, anyways. And the longer that lasts, the less effect any direct sun will have. I'm a couple miles, maybe a little bit less from the cache. I did lay out for like 30-40 minutes. That felt actually pretty good. Right after the storm started to come, so I was like, just let the heat dissipate for a bit. Plus, I think I needed it. I was getting pretty tired. Yeah. And I don't think I'm eating enough, but I'm trying to make sure I have enough for 4 days from now. So, yeah. Another thing for being out this long, the food you have is the food you have, and that's it. So, yeah. Can't really change that. Yeah. But that's starting. I think it's starting to affect me, energy-wise. So, eating lunch and taking like a 40-minute nap, that helps. But it does slow me down overall. So I probably won't make 25 miles a day. Hopefully, above 20, 21, 22. So, because that's what I need to do to finish on time. So yeah. I'm in this valley, and I think I'm about to go over top that ridge. So yeah, that should be fun, right? As I continue to go uphill, not that most of the time it's not that heavy of an uphill, but it's constant. And I think I'll get it worse as I get closer to the 8,500 foot summit of the mountain I'm going to. Forget the name, I'll figure it out later. All right, later. All right, so this is the Canyonlands sign. Can't really see it that well, but yeah. So I'm out of the Canyonlands National Park. I did find the water here, thanks Bob, and fully hydrated, fully laden down. So yeah, ready to move on. Yeah. 2 gallons worth here. So yeah, which is a lot. But I'm happy to do it, and was able to stay pretty hydrated all day today because I knew this was here, so I didn't. So I drank the 5.5 liters I can carry to here, which was a lot, especially with the weather getting milder today with all these storm clouds, which haven't really rained on me yet. Maybe a little bit, but for the most part, they've just blocked the sun, which is perfect. It's around 5:45, so I got maybe 2.5 more hours of walking to do. And yeah, I just sat like 30 minutes there, just drinking as much as I can and filling up my water bottles and having a break in general. So yeah, it's nice. It really does make it makes this possible, because I've seen zero indication that there's water anywhere on the ground. Whenever it storms like this and the water actually hits the ground, usually just absorbs right into the ground and disappears. So yeah, because everything's so dry around here, when it does rain, yeah, it goes right into the ground. That's it. So yeah, but keep on moving. Hopefully I can get another 6 or 7 miles done today. That'd be maybe a little less than that, but so that'd make it around 22, 23 miles. And I've done around 17 so far, and so yeah, that's a good indication. But it's going to be tough because it's supposed to be mostly uphill from here. So I think the ridge is the next climb. That seems to be what most of the climbs are. It's flat. It goes flat for a bit, then there's a nice sharp incline, which I don't mind that much, because I'd say that's like a 35-mile climb in the middle of it only goes up to like 8,500 feet, so that's 4,500 feet over 35 miles, which really isn't that much. And most of that's at the end too, so yeah. But I'm supposedly in the middle of it. So, alright, see you guys later. Well, there's an old tower ruin over there, but the road's this way. So, you know, it probably would be interested to go over there. I got more important places to go, like down this road. It's about 7 o'clock, so I got about another hour and a half pretty much walking to do. Yeah. And I know my next official water cache is like 12 miles from here, so I should make that. Well, it's a little bit more than that, but I think I got plenty of water though. That's good. And like the half gallon I drank at the water cache has tied me over, that's for sure. As I keep on moving, today turned out to be pretty pleasant, at least the second half of it, with all this cloud cover. And I know tomorrow it's supposed to be even it's supposed to be colder. It's supposed to drop around 10 degrees, so maybe the storm that is coming through just came through early. But yeah, hopefully the rest of this trek to height is just as pleasant. Here's hoping. All right, later. All right, I think I finally have a look at the mountain I'm going to be going up. Been coming back down for no particular reason, except the trail goes that way. Yeah, it's about 7:40, so I got about 40 more minutes of walking, probably. Yeah. Trying to do as much as I can today. While it's still light. Yeah. No particular need to stop. Feeling actually pretty good right now. So yeah, just gotta keep on moving. I think taking that break earlier in the afternoon helps. Nice 30-40 minute sleep. Yeah. Well, that'll probably become a regular thing. Yeah. But at least I know where I'm going now. All right, later. All right, end of day 178. Yeah, found a decent spot right next to the road. Really not worried about anyone coming up. I didn't see anybody since I left the national park. So, well, even since I last left the campground there. So yeah, I think I'm all out here alone. The good news is I got about 23.5 miles done today, and the weather has definitely broken. I don't know if it was supposed to happen today, but it did, and it's supposed to last the rest of the week. Where the highs down a couple thousand feet from here, supposed to be in the 90s, so in the high 80s, low 90s. So up here, hopefully that means like 82, 83 degrees. So that'd be great. So the plan is to get up early tomorrow, which is usually the plan, and hit the big mountain. I got about, I'll say about 14 more miles, 13 or 14 uphill, serious uphill. Then I follow the ridge for a while. But yeah, so I was happy with the pace I set today. That's what I need to do, is plus like 22 miles a day. I'll put me in a safe spot food wise by the time I get to hike, and or Bob's picking me up. So yeah, that's the plan, and sticking to it so far. And it should be a lot easier, especially once the mountain's done and the heat is gone. Right. So hopefully, that's the last of the major heat for August. But it's probably too much to hope for, but it is for the next week or so. All right, later.